The third step in the search process is brainstorm synonyms. Start with a list of terms you compiled in step 2. Then, for each term or set of terms, brainstorm synonyms, antonyms, and related terms. Let's look at a few of the terms from our hypothetical as examples. An entrance can also be called an exit or a door. Sadie's injury was a fall, stumble, slip, or a trip or a slip and fall. A ski lodge is a specific type of building. What is legally similar to a ski lodge? A hotel, resort, inn? You'll certainly find all of those in Lake Tahoe. What about accumulated snow and ice? What are other words for accumulated? How about covered or piled? Also think about alternative ways to articulate legal terms and concepts. In the hypothetical, Sadie was injured in a standard slip and fall accident. That's clearly a tort, which could also be negligence or premises liability. If we're dealing with negligence or premises liability, then we also have to establish duty. We could search for a ski lodge's duty to patrons or some of the other terms for ski lodge that we brainstormed earlier, but is there anything broader than that that would work? What about non-residential property? As you brainstorm, consider which databases you'll be using. How are the documents in those databases likely to articulate the concepts you're researching? Think about both the authors and the intended audience. Secondary sources are typically written by lawyers or judges for other lawyers, but they're meant to provide explanation and background, so they use more accessible language. Most secondary sources don't assume that you already know the terms of art, the words or expressions used by practitioners in a given area, though they do introduce you to them. Cases and statutes, on the other hand, assume at least a basic level of subject matter knowledge. Searching in a case law or statutory code database without including relevant terms of art in your search term, for example, will likely lead to incomplete or inaccurate search results. Additionally, it's important to consider how a term's usage has evolved and include historical uses of a term in your search, even if that term is no longer used today. So how did you do? Did you identify all or most of the relevant keywords? Did you think of terms or concepts that I didn't? Identifying relevant terms is an iterative process. It's not something you just do once at the beginning of your research process. You'll learn new terms as you research, especially if you're researching a new or unfamiliar area of law. Remember to add new terms to your list of keywords.